What's going on, everybody? It is friend Garrick here. SP555's in the building. Gonna show y'all some secret sauce today. You might have noticed the title. It's a little bit clickbaity, but I think you're gonna like this technique I'm gonna show y'all. It involves my favorite effect, the Isolator. And I want to shout out another member of Bag Season who goes by the name of Afka, who actually put me onto this trick that I'm sharing with you now. You know, he got his SP404OG maybe about a year and a half ago. It was his first SP, so yeah, within a couple weeks he was showing me things. And this is crazy. This is a thing I use on my beats all the time now. So basically, you know, you might use the Isolator to get a bass line or maybe a string part out of the high register, but what we're going to be doing with it is we're going to put it on our finished beat it's going to act like an isotope ozone or a multi-band compressor on a master bus if you were making a beat in a DAW. Because what you may not know is the Isolator actually gives a little bit of compression in addition to the isolation, so it's great for putting on a finished track. So I got a beat right here, just a simple loop, but I think you're going to see how effective this is once we get into it. Right, okay, so here's our beat. Beat's done. It's just a loop, simple loop, but we're gonna put the Isolator on it, and we're gonna watch the magic happen, so check it. We set everything to neutral first. And then just use your ears, you know. Usually I cut a little bit of the mids out, because that's where the mud usually happens. And you know, you can treat it like an EQ as well. Like, if you want, you can start with everything out, and you can start with something turned all the way up, like the bass, and just listen to what's coming through, and then take it down to normal. Okay. So the bass actually sounds pretty good. I don't think I need to touch it really. Usually when I'm doing this, my most common parameters are adding a little bit of high, just a tiny bit. Ignore that. It's just a cable. Ignore that. Adding a little bit of highs and like taking out a little bit of mids. It's real subtle. Real subtle. Keep that in mind. And let's see how it sounds now. Right. And you can always A-B it. That's the nice thing. So that's a crazy difference. Off. So you hear that in the mids, there's a lot of mud, but just a little bit carved out of the Isolator, and a little bit of the highs. Lows we're gonna leave. But I mean, that's like night and day. And you see how little of the effect I actually applied, but it makes such a huge difference on finished tracks. You know, when you're making beats this way, you can't just like throw an EQ on every channel. I mean, you could, but it would take forever. So this is like a really nice sort of, you know, you add some compression, you add a little cleanup. It's a great way to get finished beats, you know, give them that extra something. So I want to show you one other example. It's going to be a little bit more drastic because we're going to put it on a pattern sequencer beat, so we're going to have to apply the effect to a bunch of different pads, but you're going to see a similar sort of effect when we apply it. So here's the beat. Hey, by the way, I made this beat on stream this past Monday, where I stream every Monday cooking with the SP setup. If you want to see that, I stream over on twitch.tv/BagSeasonRecords. Definitely give us a follow if you enjoyed this video. It would mean a lot to me. But anyways, this beat's done, right? Let me go through and add the Isolator. All right, so we added the isolator, right? Now we're gonna just add back in. We're gonna go to the default setting again, and let's just see what we can do with it. So again, I'm gonna go kind of my standard configuration here, which is add a little bit to the high, scoop a little bit out of the mids. The lows, we could probably stand to maybe bring them up a tiny bit, just a tiny bit. No, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna leave that just how it is. And again, subtle. And you hear the difference, right? Especially in the samples, you hear that difference. That's crazy. And if you don't like it, you can just add a little bit more back. That's cool. That's cool. Crazy, right? So yeah, that's the isolator, man. That's the power of the isolator. The little bit of compression, the cleaning, it does it all. And it's really impressive. Like I said, I use this on pretty much every track that I make on the SPs, and even sometimes running beats through Ableton. I'll send them out through the SP chain just to get that isolator on it. So try it out next time you make a beat. Let me know what you think. If you like this video, man, you know what to do. Check the links in the description. Follow us over on Twitch, streaming Mondays, and let me know if there's anything you want to see covered as far as SP tutorials goes. Appreciate y'all watching. Till the next one. Peace.